Bangsamoro homeland under Malaysian colonialism. Little did they know that Allah, the Almighty God, had blinded their hearts and souls by the greed and avarice, by pushing them to jump blindly into the unknown. And so little do they know either that their conspiracy in Malacanang Palace that afternoon of October 15 and the signing of the framework agreement on Bangsamoro so-called was like signing figuratively their own death sentence. It may not be too soon though, but surely it is bound to happen, inshallah. Yes, sooner or later, they'll find themselves facing the devil on the deep blue sea. Indeed, even at this early point in time, already we see signs of the coming scourge. For instance, I don't have to tell you how many among our MNLF brothers, both the patriotic ulama and freedom fighters and their mass followers, have returned back to the fold of their mother organization, the Moro National Liberation Front, because they were unhappy with this framework agreement. Yes, several thousands of them, and they brought with them their precious armaments as a manifestation of their undying quest and thirst for freedom and the final establishment of free, sovereign, and independent homeland or country of their own. We welcome them all to our fold. What I can say about the framework is that Al-Hajj Murad and his clique have been duped and ensnared. Consequently, they have fallen along the way, so to speak, for they have ended up by turning traitors to the cause of their own people, their own homeland, and above all to Islam. They have become pure and simple puppets and pawns in the dexterous hands of Philippine colonialism on the one hand and Malaysian colonialism on the other. Go through the text of the framework agreement. You will be shocked to know that Murad and company have agreed to get only 5 tiny provinces, which combined together is hardly the size of the entire province of Cotabato, Cotabato province of Yor. It was criminally sliced up during the time of Marcos, and now constitute at least 5 provinces. I'm referring to the entire province of Cotabato, which was torn apart by the late Marcos to weaken our people in Central Mindanao. Like a luscious melon, when the Philippine government had already agreed to allow the MF under our able leadership to form and establish a holistic Bangsamoro autonomy covering the entirety of Palawan, Tawi-Tawi, Sulu-Basilan, and the whole landmass of Mindanao in 1976. There was the Tripoli Peace Treaty Agreement. Article 2 of this historic agreement is devoted solely to the definition that envisages the Bangsamoro homeland, the definition of the territory that envisages the Bangsamoro autonomy. Get a copy of the text, my dear brothers and sisters. You'll find for yourself that it covers 13 provinces and all the cities contained therein, meaning including Davao City. And what more, subsequently, the late President Corazon Aquino, in fulfillment of a promise to the MNLF founding leader and Central Committee Chairman, had agreed through her peace partner in Jeddah to allow the MNLF and our people to enlarge or expand the 13 provinces to cover the whole of Mindanao and the former Sultanate of Sulu, including the latter's integral component islands and other territories, as well as its territorial waters and continental reserves and airspaces and so forth. In our recent peace talks and peace agreements, the Philippine peace partner had recognized our people's right over the whole mines and minerals, leaving to the Philippine government only uranium, for we refuse to be associated with any plan to acquire weapons of mass destruction, which only uranium can provide. And forgetting the tragedy our people had experienced under the Marcos dictatorship, where nearly 500,000 of Bangsamoro lives were laid to waste, Murad and his collaborators in the MNLF have agreed to finally surrender the MNLF arms. When asked whether he was willing to turn over his weapons, the commanding officer of Darapanan Elite Security Forces, namely Commander Abdul Wahid Ganalan, answered quickly, echoing the sentiment of the battered